In mid-March, me and my classmates went to Berlin. This is because we'd just been assigned a project to create a piece of art about the Cold War and the issues surrounding it. Whilst in Berlin, we visited a number of historical landmarks such as Checkpoint Charlie, the Palace of Tears, the Stasi Museum and the War Memorial. We also visited a number of cultural landmarks and got a feel for how the divide had affected East and West Berlin. The initial research that took place on this trip led to me looking at a lot of different scholarly articles and films about Berlin and its history throughout the war. There are many artists I looked at in correlation to this, such as Banksy, Spy, an urban artist, Solas and Jerome Herr, who are processing artists, and Otfried Wilhelm, an artist who made art for the Stasi. After conducting this research, I chose to do my project on the Stasi and used creative coding to mirror the techniques that they'd used. This led to a great deal of research into processing and different methods I could use to display this. I wanted to use processing in relation to a camera to mirror the feeling of unease you would get from being monitored by a group like the Stasi, and chose to do this through a camera pointed at the subject that would show distortion to convey this emotion. This started with just using the camera for processing and getting to terms with how to use the video library. Progressed to dots, which gave a sort of dissolving effect with the distortion. And further progressed to slit scanning, a technique where the image is generated over time from left to right. After a while, I developed a sketch where it could detect movement and show the pixels that moved in a black colour, leaving the background white. I was a big fan of this technique, and I thought it tied in well to the theme of the Stasi monitoring movement and the methods they used. I then furthered the aesthetics for the project in a more disturbing and uneasy atmosphere, resulting in my final piece.